DFS, baby. I got my Wizard shirt on. It's a good day. NBA starts tonight, 7:30 Eastern time. How are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling about this slate? 3-game slate to kick us off. Woo, I'm feeling good about it, boys. I really love me some NBA DFS. Today marks the start of my favorite DFS sport. Favorite DFS sport. And probably my favorite sport to watch in general. Alright, so let's get into... Ooh, bro, come on. Let's get into some questions right away. Wizard shirt, baby. I saw that D Rose question. What do I think about D Rose? Currently, I do not have him projected in the top 3 point guards. So, no, I don't like D Rose. I don't really like him at all, actually. Yes, sir, Eddie. I'm so ready, bro. We got Mike Money in here. What's going on, bro? Man, I'm feeling good about the slate tonight, boys. But I'm feeling even better about tomorrow's. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a great week. Durant or Kawhi? On FanDuel, I like Kawhi a little better just because he's so cheap. What's up, bro? Just from a pure points basis, I'd probably go Durant. Tony Parker going ham tonight. I'm not mad at that play at all. Spurs get quite an up pace. Tony Parker's an excellent GPP play, in my opinion. Shumpert on DraftKings is very intriguing for 3.1. He's 3.1. And he made it into a few of my lineups, so I do like Shumpert a lot. They're a little bit thin at the guard position with Felder out. I saw it, bro. I saw it. I'm not on Draymond, but you do your thing, boy. Shumpert on FanDuel. I believe he's 4K, so I don't think you need to pay that much for Shumpert on FanDuel. I think he's 4K on FanDuel, and that just didn't interest me. Gasol is a decent pivot, yeah. I think Gobert's the chalk at center, rightfully so. Gasol's a decent pivot. If you want to downspend, I really like Tristan Thompson and Joakim Noah as well. Kyle Anderson's probably going to be the heaviest owned guy on the slate. Shumpert's not a bad pick, bro, but I like him on DraftKings a little more. Top 3 point guards. Number 1, Steph Curry. Number 2, Kyrie Irving. And number 3, George Hill for me. First thing you look at when you're doing NBA DFS, I'm gonna enlighten y'all a little bit. First thing you guys got to look at, Melo's gonna be great tonight, man. There's a lot of guys at the 3 that could do really well, and that's usually not the case with NBA DFS. So I would take full advantage of that and get build your core maybe around only one of those guys. Aminu, I'm not too on to Aminu. I'd rather play Ed Davis. I think you can do Lyles and Diaw together. I think you can do it. On DraftKings, it's a little bit more viable, just because there's a couple power forwards I like to pay up for on FanDuel, and I don't think you need all that value, especially if you play Kyle Anderson for 35. No, sir, no Noah Vonleh for me. No, it won't be contrarian. I think LeBron's going to be upwards of 30% owned. KD will be right around that. Kyle Anderson's starting, bro. He's going to see like 30 minutes. Kyle Anderson is the value lock of the day. I think, all right, so let me tell y'all a little bit. So the first thing you got to look at when you're doing NBA DFS, and probably the most important thing, I'm going to just talk for a second, and then I'll get back to questions. But first thing you got to look at is the games over and under, because that's so important. It's the pace, it's important to note who plays fast, who plays slow. On this particular slate, we have the Jazz. They play extremely slow. The Spurs, they play extremely slow. But they're facing up against teams that play extremely fast. So all the Spurs and all the Jazz get an uptick because they're playing at a faster pace. Faster pace equals more possessions, more chance for assists, more chance for points. So faster pace equals more opportunity for those points to happen. On that same side of the spectrum, Golden State's playing down at a pace. Portland's playing down at a pace. So that's important to note as well. So they get downticks in their value. And I think today you really can gain a competitive advantage because I think that a lot of people are just going to go crazy and roster all of the Golden State players, and you don't necessarily need to do that because their floors aren't very high. I think Curry is the best play on Golden State. He's a great play at that. He's an awesome play. He's 9,100 on FanDuel, and so that's the next thing I want to lead into, what you need to look for. For NBA, you're always looking for 5x value. Now, from your elite guys, you can go closer to 4.5, but from your value guys, you want to get 5 to 5.5x value. What that means is, say a player costs $8,000 on FanDuel, Kawhi Leonard, for example. He needs to accumulate 40 FanDuel points in order for him to hit 5x value. See, because 8, you take that 8,000, and you times that by 5. He needs to accumulate 40 FanDuel points. Now, so, anything over that, he's gonna hit higher. Yeah, math, bro. 6x is gonna be 45. 7x is if he gets 50. And then so you take that and you look at their floor and their ceiling, and then you come up with your lineup from there. One other thing I want to mention about NBA, especially if you're playing GPPs. Yeah, man, Durant's great. Look, all those forwards are great. I'm not gonna say anyone's a bad play on a 3-game slate. Like, I love Kawhi, I love KD, I love LeBron, and I love Melo. And I love Kyle Anderson. So that's 5 forwards at the 3 position on FanDuel that I really like a lot tonight. I love Steph, man. Steph's in my core. And that's the next thing I want to kind of talk about. My lock for today is Rudy Gobert at center. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere else with my center. With Favors out, he gets a huge uptick. All right, so Favors out gives Gobert an uptick, Diaw an uptick, Lyles an uptick, Hood an uptick, and George Hill also a small uptick. Because, man, that dude was... And Hayward's out, too, and Burks is out. So that offense is going to have to perform. Yo, Melo's never a bad play at 8K. Simmons is a sneaky play. Yes, sir, he is. Any of those Spurs are sneaky. Kyle Anderson, not so much. I'm not on Clay, bro. I'm not off him, but I'm just more on Curry. Joe Johnson is not very sneaky. He sucks. But like I said, I'm not going to say anyone's a bad play. Dude, I'm not looking at NFL. Like, pick Lyles. Alternatives would say, like, McCollum, Clay, Hood, kind of switch in those guys at shooting guard and maybe get a guy like Kyrie or even go down to, say, George Hill or Patty Mills and go with that. And you look like you're getting blocked, boy. So, yeah, build around a core. That's important. But, yeah, I'm here taking questions now. Like, I've gone over pretty much everything I want to talk about. The connection might be getting bad. I'm not sure. Let me know if the connection starts getting shitty and I'm gonna get off and come back on when it's better. Cheap power forward tonight, you can look at Diaw and you can look at Lyles for cheap power forwards. I also like Ed Davis as a contrarian play. The man can play basketball and he's cheap. But I think Lyles is the chalk. Now, Kawhi's going to be switching on to Clay a little bit. He will be. I promise you that. K-Love is not bad. I'm more on Porzingis, though. I like Porzingis a lot, and I like LaMarcus Aldridge a lot. I don't really know how I feel about Draymond Green. I don't think he'll be in many of my rosters. I would go Anderson. Kyrie or Dame. I mean, Kyrie's a lot cheaper on FanDuel especially, so I would like Kyrie. Cheap SG on FanDuel. DM me the long questions because I can't read them that quick. But cheap SG on FanDuel, there's plenty of guys. You can go J.R. Smith, Courtney Lee, Amon Shumpert, Manu Ginobili. Plenty of guys I like. 4 Utah players ain't bad, bro. Hood over McCollum, yeah, I think the opportunity is more there for Hood. I think Hood's ceiling is a little bit higher. Courtney Lee's going to be pretty low owned. I would say maybe 15, 20. I'm running LeBron in cash. I think LeBron has the higher floor. It's a ring night narrative. He has a great history against New York. Kevin Durant has to go up against the best defender in the league. You know, I'm from Richmond. I don't like Aminu, but like I said, I can't say anyone's a bad play. I'm gonna go Lyles. I think he's just younger. He might see a little bit more minutes. Diao got the start, but so hopefully, I'm hoping, because Diao doesn't have much of a ceiling, y'all. Like, Lyles actually has a ceiling. Diao has, a decent floor, maybe a floor of 12 FanDuel points, 14 FanDuel points, something like that. But that's if he sees 20 minutes. That man. He has a ceiling of 25 minutes. He's 34 years old. So I think that Diao starting might actually uptick his ownership a little bit, and that you can get a little advantage with that. Yeah, dude, I like JR a lot. He's 4,100 on DraftKings. That's interesting. I don't hate Zaza, but I don't like him, man. I'm all over Gobert. And if I'm going to go cheap at center, I'm going to look at a guy like Joakim Noah. Or on DraftKings, Ed Davis is center eligible, I believe. So maybe a guy like him if I'm trying to be contrarian. But Gobert's probably going to be in 80 to 90% of my lineups. Yeah, Zaza's sneaky, man. I don't know, man. Those both could be sneaky. Claire, McCollum. I like McCollum. I am on Kyrie. He's my second favorite point guard on the slate behind Curry. Tristan Thompson's not bad. I said you could either go him or Joakim Noah. Yeah, bro. I'm all over Ed Davis. That's my call of the night. That's my call for 5x value of the night. If there is one, like a crazy sneaky one, that's my sneaky play of the night. Right there. On Myers Leonard, but I can't do it, man. Do that. But yeah, I mean, I say you play LeBron in cash, you play Curry in cash, you play Kyle Anderson in cash, and you play Lyles and Gobert in cash. And then there's your cash core. What's up, Trav? Yeah, we're going to kill it, bro. But like I said, it's a 3-game slate with options that there's a lot of options I think are good. So check closer to lock. I might post just, a few random GPP flyers. I got a lot of clutch tickets from those satellites, and if I would have known that it was going to be a 3-game slate that they would be doing it on, then I probably wouldn't have done all those damn satellites that I did, but I did. And I got a couple clutch tickets, so I'll probably make a few extra lineups. So if y'all want to throw a couple GPP flyers in, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, tomorrow is when it really starts, y'all. I've already been looking at the slate tomorrow. I can't wait. Yeah, we're going to do one cash lineup per site tonight, and then I might throw in a couple GPPs, like way closer to lock. We don't lock till 7:30, so when I get home here, I'm going to eat a hot dog and some macaroni. I'm going to post the FanDuel and DraftKings because the cash lines are ready. Cash lines are all ready, and then I'm going to fix up my GPPs because I already have like 5 GPPs made, but I've been looking at a lot of new information today. And with favors out, that kind of switches up some things. I need to get some Diao exposure and just little things like that. So I just need to fix those up, make some more FanDuel GPPs, and maybe 1 or 2 DraftKings ones as well. I do like Dame a lot. He has a pretty decent history against Utah. I don't really like the down pace for him, but, it's Dame opening night. Anything could happen. I like Kyrie, especially for price purposes. I think someone just asked about research. Where do I get my research? I'll tell y'all, for NBA, the best sites are Daily Fantasy Nerd. Roto Grinders does a pretty good job with the articles. I always give them a look and kind of entertain their opinion. And I really like FanVice a lot. I'm subscribed to FanVice. Me and Nova with the sub money, we bought a Fantasy Labs subscription, and that's been freaking phenomenal. We got a Roto Sharks. Subscription. So I mean, like, we're not just like pocketing all this money. Like, we're reinvesting it into research sites. Like, we bought FanVice, Fantasy Labs, and Daily Roto Sharks, all so we can just research and, you know, hopefully create the best products that we can. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. We also got a Roto Grinders account. So I mean, we've had that for a few months now too. Yeah, man, we got our own little YouTube show. We love it. We did week 6 and week 7 for NFL. We're gonna start doing some of the larger NBA slates. I'm more free I'm not free really on nights to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. I usually don't get out of class till like 6:30, and that's pushing too close to lock. But on nights like Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, I can do these little night shows and maybe hop on for like 30 minutes to like a Google Hangout, and we can all talk about you know, NBA DFS. So that'd be pretty cool. Like, we could get y'all all up in the YouTube chat, ask some questions, you know, kind of just like a extended Periscope with me and a couple providers. You know, I'll try to get as many as I can in there. I'm friends with quite a few, so I feel like they might like that idea. I know Fantasy Forecast and Goat Nova Duel would be in on it, but got to talk to some others and see what's up. But anyways, I'm in this traffic right now, y'all. It kind of sucks. Apparently there was fucking accident at Target off of one of the streets up here, so it's kind of backing this shit up. So I'm in this rush hour traffic. I'm gonna go home, eat a hot dog, and post a lineup. My commute's about, like, with no traffic, it's like 25 minutes. But when I get out at this time, like 5:30 rush hour, it takes about 45 minutes. So I probably won't get home till 6:20. And then I'll hop on here again. No, I won't hop on here, but I'll post them on Twitter. And yeah, I mean, you know, 3-game slate. Don't go crazy. Don't bet the house. But yeah, that's about it. You know, be ready for tomorrow. We got a huge slate. Hopefully we can cash tonight. So thanks for listening. We got quite a few in here. I like that. First NBA preseason scope. Feels good, man. Feels great. If I didn't get to your questions, DM them to me. Curry or Hood or Damian and Kyrie. Wow, that's a great question. That is a great question. I would probably go Curry, Hood for cash. In that, yeah, Curry, Hood for cash, Dame, Kyrie, and a GPP. I think Curry and Hood have a higher floor. But yeah, I'm out, guys. Peace out.